The essence of physical existence is change, isn't it? Isn't it so? Everything is changing. Is there anything that's not changing? Everything in the existence is changing, isn't it?
Yep, there it goes. All right, my name's Christina. Let's adjust the focus there. And I'm blitzed. Okay, fourth time is a charm. We're gonna get through this. Um, last time I tried to film this, the mics weren't on. Last time I tried to film this, I realized I didn't cover up my lip. I'm a skin picker. I was really stressed last week. Well, this current week, and I overindulged a little bit. So, but it's something I'm working on, and it's something that I'm working through. Um, I wrote something that I'm going to read to you, and I'm going to share my thoughts on my thoughts on it. Okay. Well, the thing that came to mind before I wrote this, because when I had the thought to write what I'm about to read now, I thought to myself, it never rains in the same place twice, which I thought was really cool. And I just wanted to say that as I segue into this, what I wrote. Okay, let's go. We are in constant flux. Each day is different from the next. No tree flickers in the wind the same as its brothers and sister. So, I'm so silly. Embrace the only constant in the collective consciousness. Change. Yeah. Of course, I'm gonna like jazz that up and make it super poetic, but in the time I just wrote down what was real and what was raw. Um, in this season of my life, I'm learning to embrace, crave, get excited about change, and it's been an interesting journey. Um, it's kind of like when you ask for something and the universe, source, the Most High, God, whatever you want to call it in the moment, when they see that you are ready for it, they pour it on to see what you will do with it. And beginning of the summer, a lot happened. Not going to go too deep into it because it's something that I'm still processing and learning from. But a lot happened and a lot changed all at once. And it was an eye opener for me. The biggest lesson that I learned that's coming to mind right now is like you need to learn how to adapt, and let go of your rigidity when it comes to life phases and seasons and flux. And that has been a challenge for me for a very long time. I have trouble when things are shifting to a new way of being or a new way of operating because I'm how do I say this? It's like you get used to one thing and it took you a bit longer to get used to the one thing because you were afraid of the change that initiated the new thing. So once you get used to the new thing, a new thing happens that you're having to adjust to and let go of the new thing that is now old. I hope this makes sense. It makes sense to me, but also I'm up there. And it's like, how do I say this? It's like it's the only thing that you can count on. You know that logically in your mind, but still, it's a thing that you dread if you're not used to or have the emotional intelligence and faith to embrace change. And that is what I'm acquiring right now, the emotional intelligence and faith to embrace change. And it can be scary and painful. I often say life is like walking around in the Black Forest of Germany. You know, that one forest where, like, you take a few steps or you walk a few yards and it's completely black. You can't see in front of you, you can't see behind you. So it's like walking in that forest with nothing but like a small little head flashlight on to guide one step in front of the other. But what does this have to do with change? It has to do with the fear of the unknown that comes with change. You may have an idea of what's taking place next, but you don't know what's going to come about that when you transition to that next thing and when you're in that next thing. You don't know who you're going to be. You don't know who's going to be around you. The people that you do know or you once knew are going to be completely new people. So it's having to get used to all the newness while not holding on to the old, but recognizing how that old took you to where you are now. Like, the thought that's coming to me now is we're always being prepared for change. The problem is we are not paying attention when we're taught, when we're being prepared. Interesting. We're always being prepared for change, but sometimes we can't see that we're being prepared for change, so we're unprepared for change. And that's where adaptive thinking and adaptability in general come into play. I think that we find comfort in things being static, especially if you feel stuck in life. That's just a thought that's coming to my mind, because seeing other people change and seeing what they have to go through, like, that's all you're paying attention to until they get to where they ultimately are meant to be. But a lot of the times we're stuck in the viscous muck of the thought of, what do I have to do to change, and how, and what is it gonna, like, cost me? This is just what's coming to mind. I think we want so badly for everything that is good to stay the same, but then we want so badly things that are bad to change. But you can't have one without the other. Good things change to something great, something greater, and sometimes good things change to something bad. It's never going to be the same. So why are we in a rush to get out of our muck and slow to stay in the light, slow to move from staying in, slow to staying out, slow to, Jesus, Christina, I love you so much. Why are we so fast to get out of suffering, but so slow to move away from happiness? There we go. Wow. Yeah, you have to have, like, respect for both bad and good. Respect for both happiness and sadness. respect for any emotion and its opposite, because one doesn't exist without the other. So you have to accept that you're going to change from day to day. You have to accept that your mood's going to change from minute to minute sometimes, because sometimes when we're going through, like grieving, for instance, you're feeling something different from minute to minute. You're a different person from minute to minute. I know people say, well, I want somebody consistent. The change is what's consistent. I'm not saying people who are going to like switch up and be mean to you after being kind for no reason, but people are constantly changing. Life is constantly changing. And when we're done changing, we're dead. So, I am so proud of myself that I got through this. This is the 4th time filming this, and how I was able to pull more words out of my ass, I don't know. But I'm just glad that I remained present with y'all and got through it. Because this is a big change for me too, because normally, like, I would just, oh, fuck it, I don't feel like doing it. But, you know, you got to do the things you don't want to do in order to do things you have to do. And I know after I click off the recording button, I'm going to feel pretty damn good about myself, because I already do. So yeah, I've moved past this thought, and, you know, we got high and we talked about some shit, and I'm Christina Bolin. I'll see you next time.